ちょっと待ちよ。ブロードキャストが急に終了してしまった。できているの？あ、まあいいや。オッケー。はい、行きましょう。連載って何？
The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving... You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released... You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono out there that... Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so... Countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown taller. But today, your focus is getting...
nonoの供給を誰もしなくなっちゃってて、だからそうすると生命の木って維持ができなくなるので、生命の木が終わって世界が終わるという感じになってる感じなんかな。ってことはストーリー的には世界中にあるノノを集めてペンサイの木と融合させていくっていう感じなのかな。いや、すごい。
Now that you've seen the nonos... From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if...
母さん別にいい人ではないんだな、これ。
Kim Hobe Bekoko Ifad Muk.
He lost.
Kim Hobe Bekoko Ifad Muk.
He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life.
Tolidrea Ya Maoloa.
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it was
Vunko Vuntubo. Loma Toaha.
the genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the Toxanol Corporation. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Tolu Keta Ya Wawanawe. Loma Utulu Ba Yowo.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His
Loma Utulu Ba Yowo.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if
Loma Utulu Ba Yowo.
his friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to run. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eater.
Noのも集めてけど、はい。わかったけど。
You're getting the hang of it.
さっきの扉ちゃうんけ。
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
バンカー101ってボーラードみたいな。なんもないか。外だ。あー、外だ。あー、白ボケがなんか治ってきたな。
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
すごいね。あら、広い。これはすごい。あ、ファ
A
ストトラック。
signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
や、そういう。
Let's see. Let's see.
なるほどね。すごー。これが生命の木。
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
もしもの前になんか手に入れるもんないかな。あった。労働してるな。なんかガクってする。
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the world. He worries there won't be much left to save if this can... He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help, and he's great.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Yeah. Side point unlock.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe. The Jagni tribe is likely to be your primary choice as they seek to become omnipresent and, most important, regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jackney isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
まあジャグニーさんはまあぶち殺しましょう。
Yo Tulua.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power.
Loma Tuaha.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagney especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Mopu Far Kobi.
In Jagney's case, letting the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life is part of their plan. They believe
Ko Bubuya Buy.
he'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose.
Vunko
お
Vuntu.
じいちゃんそこまでいけんの？
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the...
なるほど。ジャグニーかミリアードのトライブ。まあ私今回ミリアード行ってみましょうか。こっちで。ミリアードやな。レイズ。ブリンク。レイズかな。
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
どっちか敵でどっちか味方わからないけどもどっちでしょう。痛いよ。痛い。痛い。
That's going to leave a mark. Not much left of that one. Someone always thinks they can beat you. Flash the slash.
So その装備くれよ、欲しい。逆にこいつらを倒すことはできそうやけんとか。あ、なんか
少なくとも私の壺には入らなさそう。
あら、そうですか。
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
移動は4足歩行なのか。
とそうやね。4足歩行で走ってますね。なんで残酷あんのなぜ残酷があるんだ。あ、そっか、10あるからそっか、残酷は使うか。ああ。そっか、10があるから、でも戦車とかはないんだよね、なんかマジ。すごいな、これ。
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
そら砦の近くの
Let's see.
ションペしたら敵になっちゃいますかね。
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance.
あ、やっぱりさっきの人はこっちだみたいな。
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Doesn't know if the Sifu will have...
Star Wars 覚えたすな。
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems he's convinced you've returned for a reason and is glad. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was your Muma The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal says there has to be some dark so that light can prove its purity above it, and promises this will happen if he could only hope for you to do that. And the Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, the Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been fought. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even though you don't share their values, they tells you not to be afraid. Your fate, once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
Lappanen aginkan man.
They passed the point of no return as their words lost power.
Lappanen aginkan man.
Seeing you brings back his
Mulekan frifkel.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is
Wapala misa galafodai.
he remembers your kind and unselfish soul.
Dergenken alet bai.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the...
Dergenken alet bai.
He can't blame you for not remembering.
あ、主人公は忘れてるんだ。
Gulama mosse.
You have things to do, places to go.
Gulama mosse.
Seems surprised.
ここで武器を振るって、やめとこう。新しい武器かなんか欲しいな。
Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about.
Toshete, temeso.
Thinks you shouldn't be out at...
Tsiprik namtsia.
Seems...
Anupupano de kiji ki nukipa.
Says there's an interesting place nearby that...
Veitsum paptian zibia. Plawatienksep brik namtibe.
Says there's no reason to make threats. Would have told...
何？あそこにサイドクエストがありますってことか。
Veitsum paptian zibia.
Thinks it must have been hard to lose your parents. What the...
Dredlechgut oji.
Understands you... Wonders if Ankati says...
ってどっかないのかな。ゲーム貨幣がそうですね。まあいいや。洞窟を追加する。武器とか装備とかどうやって手に入れんのやろ。今んとこ1個も手に入ってないんだけど。 れはあ、これだ。条件銃なんかできんの？そうね。なんかいる。
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Middle
痛いですよ。
life.
引っかかる引っかかる引っかかる。ああ、それ当たるんですね。当たるんですね。やばいですね。近づきましよう。いや、当たってんのかいそれ。
Wow. Shot through.
だからそれさ。
You're
あー
hurt
引っかかる。
bad.
地面で引っかかりやば。はいそれ当たるのね。やばいね。
You're empty of key.
それ当たり判定なんだね。わかんないんだそれ。いや、わかんねえ。ドロップ品ないんかい。あ、これか。
time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
転んでいらっしゃるご様子。
Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why you're Muma. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're... But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great thing. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost... You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't... She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that he was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future you're risking by not caring for the environment. You should look for things that are He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert, but he can work wonders with almost anything and asks if... He says only... He'd love to teach you to up some...
Katana. Kawa. Kappoi. どうしようかな。 あ、しかもこれによってそうなるからステータスも変わってくる。タイトルもやる。
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. Gizmo doesn't mind sharing. What's his is yours and what's yours. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Andro?
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square, right?
Mustiki muhka?
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship.
Turi kumbala muma.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she...
Amun.
That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that.
Kanamunta.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Amun.
She worries about you. Sometimes you get... They look determined. Better watch out.
喧嘩
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're... He says there's no way they'll let you... He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point.
Maji do passo,これ。いや、あかんかった今の。マジかよ。わかんねえ。やりづれえなこれ。難しい。あ、そっか。コールドしてもガードせえへんのか。あ、何それ。
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment. The most important thing. It's time to focus on your training now. You won't need excuse. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets.
あ、やっぱ人間が作ってたやつをそのまま使って暮らしてるんだね。大きさがだってどこかでこう人だと。
He's curious to see what you found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionuclear spool. And he can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Thinks some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach.
あ、服が作れる。
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. Agrees. At least that you should take it with you. Wear it to practice. He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll...
Asil natu.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Asadutu.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Tateko babasaktin.
She says she is eager to get...
Sana yote.
But there's enough time left for repetition and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Vaseno kasaman waru.
Wants you to prove that with some practice. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for... You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. That's why you should be sure to...
あ、それで。
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus. Figuring that out is half the... A piece of Scraptronics like this has built... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion. Your Muma says you look tired. No one. She's so happy you made the... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. won't stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
なんか強盗のやつか。
Antoro. Can see. Come on.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames.
今だな。あ、今のでもしかして片目を失った感じな。いや、そういうわけだよね。避けれねえ。
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Amu.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time
Andro?
there's nowhere to run to this time.
Ansombara. Chialdo male canoro tono.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And
Chialdo male canoro tono.
she tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has
Canamunt.
exactly... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
逃げろって言った？こっちか。違うか。こっちか。違うんかい。こっちか。違うんかい。こっちか。これ家やんな。これ家だよな。ここしかねえじゃん。どうしろ？どうしたらいいの？どうしたらいいの？
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here.
投げられた。
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
あらー、なるほどね。これで両親を失ったわけですか。
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
あれ？何もなくなってる。あれ？でマーキングしたよ。
Let's see.
あ、してなかった。いつの間にこんなとこまで来た。あ、出た。クラフト。作れない。あ、じゃあこれを改造するってこと？また何もできない。
You got something great in the making? A perfect fit.
何もできへんのか。で、つかもこれしかできなくて。だよね。こっちなんかできる？いや、できないよね。ああ、スクラップにするってことですか。スクラップにしたわけじゃないか。
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
はい、避けれてないだという。 あーこれは近づいたか。むずいわこれ。回避むずい。やばー、むずい。このゲームマジむずいな。なんか、ヒットリアクション、ガードリアクション、ヒットしてんの、なんか攻撃のヒットと回避した感覚がないんだよな、俺。
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulks on the loose. cutting edge. You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the... They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking for... A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. You complete them. From this point on...
何ももらえないんだ。
Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Finally, a bit of glow. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
あー、来たか。タイミング、回避のタイミングが分かりづらい。
Now that's a flesh wound. Took care of it. Who could stand against that? Right in the face. You're absolutely drained. Down to half your health. The deep cut. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old The Toxanol Corporation made this place. Well, small ones. Places... There must be a track some... Let's see. Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can.
そんなとこにつか素体が欲しいな。おあ、これ楽しいな。ここまで来ると楽しいぞ。あとちょっとそうそうなれへんけど。これ雪パックどうしようあとは素体があったら完璧やねんけど、素体ないかな。これなんで自販機からパンツが出てくるのか分からへんけど、ちょっと待って、気のせいか。なんで自販機からパンツ出てくるの。素体がそろそろ欲しいねんな。どうもええね。
Would you look at that? A fry sparker from the back in time. Hardware that fix-cooked provisions. Try it out. See if it still works. Looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. Time to get a move on before all your chances slip on by. 素体が欲しいな。素体が欲しい。A flush stool. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Every leaf is worth your attention. You found the track! Amazing it was. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky that... No, it was never nice. The tracks moved on from brick...
最高級の戦利品が手に入れてるから。最初に漁ったとこや。あとは
Look at those muscles! It's a brand new day.
あとはこっち側はまだちゃんと見てない。さっき見たとこやもんな。あと見てないとこ。どこ見てないんだ。
Keeps the sun out of your eyes.
やば。 あ、いろいろ増えてる。近接部品は、これはどうだろうな。
Nothing's going to waste.
Ah, やっぱそうか、一回使ったら使えなくなっちゃうね。
You need something different. The sun is high.
したし、探索したし、あとはあ、ここだ。いいよ。掲示板をなんか、ここ探してない。探してない。例の地下室行く。
Careful, nothing's sneaking up on you. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but the Toxanol Corporation used to run. They can carry you anywhere you like. You're on the right track. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance.
方が間違ってるんかな。
Might want to look for shelter. Let's see. This box once tailed a chugga-chugga. Now it's just off track. Look at that! Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures scattered. Of course not, but they get good work finding that track.
やばいな。じゃあもう持ってきたよ。なるほど、そういうことか。ああ、理解した。ああ、なんか分かってきたかもしれん。
It's flat out black out there. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end. In flames.
これが基本的に回避方法なんだ。これはあくまで緊急回避的なやつであって、これをメインにするのはまずいってことだ。基本的にはこっちで回避する。なんか分かってきたね。これ。バイオポイント。
It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo remembers you as a nice kid. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. He hopes you remember that one... Gizmo says he also has He understands history made You still believe there's some... He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history... Gizmo encourages that. You should...
Fan that flame!
どういうこと？度胸選択するとどうなるの？ 僕は結構する気はないので、時計
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous.
I've got all the cold sick burns you need, Dark.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you. Supposes that's all. Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Understands why you're bent on finishing the world off. Supposes it's a mercy to make it fun. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. Figures everyone does. They seem but that's not it. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough. There are more crates from before the apocalypse left out.
なるほど。
This story is about a hero. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Thinks if you like riding gnotes, you should say thanks to Nocco in the gnote pen. Says the Lotus tribe has worked harder than any. Has plenty to do. Will be around.
何それハザードソーンこれはなるほど。
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.ここまでしよう。よいしょ。ここまでにします。よいしょ。お疲れ様でした。